There's a car in Zimbabwe that has done everything, including being one of Mark Zuckerberg's daily driver. See? It's a family car, a first car for many, a delivery van, a mushikashika, and a popular in-drive option, and yet somehow it still refuses to lose relevance. Today, I'm spotlighting the iconic Honda Fit, also known as the Honda Jazz, and why this small hatchback became an international success story. Before the Honda Fit became Zimbabwe's most recognizable hatchback, it was designed specifically for the Japanese domestic market to be compact, efficient, and incredibly clever. It all started with the first generation released in 2001, which set the blueprint with two variants, a 1.3-liter version with 86 horsepower and a 1.5-liter version with 109 horsepower, mated to a CVT automatic or manual transmission. Notable features included a fuel tank mounted under the front seats, the first appearance of Honda Fit's signature magic seats, more on that later, and a lightweight but stiff unibody construction. Fuel efficiency was also outstanding, averaging 5 liters per 100 kilometers. The second generation followed up the winning formula in 2007 with the aim of refining various elements for a more improved vehicle. It grew slightly wider and longer, improving stability and interior comfort. Powertrain options remained the same, albeit with more powerful engines, and the introduction of a hybrid variant as well. Other key improvements included a better CVT transmission for reliability and tuning, improved crash safety, more sound insulation, and a better ride comfort, and of course a more refined magic seat system. The third generation launched not long after in 2013, and this is where the Fit went fully modern. Honda focused on efficiency, emissions, and technology. Power bumps across the board became apparent, with the 1.3-liter version equipped with 98 horsepower and the 1.5-liter with 131 horsepower. Major upgrades also included advanced driver assists, push-button start, and smart key entry. Fuel economy peaked here, with the non-hybrid models able to achieve 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers, while the hybrid achieves 3.3 liters per 100 kilometers on average. This generation brought efficiency and tech, but also introduced sensitivity to fuel quality and maintenance, which Zimbabwean owners quickly noticed. The fourth and current generation was launched in 2020 and marked the biggest philosophical shift in the Fit's history. Instead of sporty looks, Honda focused on comfort, visibility, safety, and urban efficiency. These are the Fits now slowly filtering into Zimbabwe through newer imports. Two main variants were made available here, a 1.3-liter petrol engine with two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive and an HEV version. Changes from the previous generation included a ride tuned for smoothness, not speed, better low-speed drivability, and improved fuel efficiency, with the non-hybrid version achieving 3 liters per 100 kilometers on average. This generation also introduced Honda Sensing as standard, which include collision mitigation braking, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and traffic sign recognition, with the interior upgrades in the form of a digital instrument cluster, a cleaner dashboard design, better sound insulation, and a more comfortable seat. Now that you understand how the Honda Fit evolved, let's talk about the clever features that accidentally made it perfect for Zimbabwe. Most manufacturers put their fuel tank under the rear seats. Honda instead used a slightly different approach by placing their tank under the front seats. Why does this matter? Well, this helps lower the car's center of gravity whilst creating massive interior space and leaves a flat rear floor. This single decision is what unlocked the Fit's most famous feature, the magic seats. Honda's ingenious magic seat system allows for the rear seats to fold completely flat into one another, as well as being able to flip up the bases of the seats cinema style. to transport taller items like plants, TVs, and the occasional livestock. Yes, you heard me. Despite its size, the Fit uses a rigid unibody chassis with high tensile steel. What does that mean in real life? Well, it means that it's more resilient to bad roads, whilst feeling lighter and more stable around corners. This also helps it to be a bit more resilient to overloading abuse. By the way, what's the highest number of people you once saw entering or being ferried by a Honda Fit? For me, it's 10 people. True story, because I was person number 7. They were made tough, and is part of the reason why you still see early 2000s Fits running daily with 300,000 plus kilometers on the clock. Still with the original engine or virgin engine, even with questionable maintenance habits. Wild! You wouldn't think it, but the Honda Fit platform is a widely popular and respected platform for high performance driving and tuning. A quick search on YouTube will show you various racing disciplines the Fit has been a part of, from time attacks to endurance racing and, more surprisingly, rallying. If you want to know more, I highly recommend the 303 Garage's video on the subject. Over the years, many have modified their Fits for very fast street driving, eking out crazy horsepower numbers. Absolutely insane. Locally in Zimbabwe, however, we often prioritize visual and ergonomic upgrades. Shout out to Team Fit, more on them later. Let's be honest, not everyone loves the Honda Fit. In fact, many despise it because of the whole mushikashika thing, which for non-Zimbos simply means illegal taxis. So due to their illegal nature, drivers often move in very antisocial ways, such as cutting people off in traffic, driving towards oncoming traffic or on the side of the road, and for the passengers, fumes inhalation and tight seating due to overloading, just to name a few. However, there's a reason why mushikashika drivers prefer this vehicle. Low fuel consumption, cheap parts, easy repairs, and versatility are often cited as the main advantages. However, there is a growing community in Zimbabwe that seems to be helping to clean up the Fit's image somewhat, and that is the Honda Fit community has been growing quite well in Zim, with many Honda Fit or Jazz owners and enthusiasts across Zimbabwe connecting, sharing, and celebrating their cars. This community is most visible on social media, especially on Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups as well, where members share tips, post builds, and organize meetups. Shout out to ZimFit Nation one time. So whether you've ever owned a Fit, ridden in one, or been late because of one, there's no denying its presence. It's classless, timeless, and above all else, a Fit, because it can fit lots of things or people in it. It can fit in tight spots and is fit enough to survive tough driving conditions. Ha ha ha. This has been another Z-CarCulture production voiced by me, Tino with a T. We out!